What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. R. Knowledge couldn't help me today with the podcast because he's busy with that new Monster Hunter that just came out. So they're over there recording gameplay for it over in LA. So it's just me, your boy, here talking to you guys about gaming, news, life, and the culture. Now, that's one of the things that I had issues with knowledge this week. It's like there's nothing really going on with like the gaming world, man. Ain't nothing going on. There's nothing to talk about, nothing new. PlayStations are out, Xboxes are out. You can't get one, you can't find one unless it's over $1,000 or maybe just under $1,000. And it's hard to get a lot of stuff. If you want to be a PC gamer, you can't get a graphics card on the low. Everything's over $1,000. Yo, man, it's hard out here for gaming. Like last year, gaming was like a breeze, man. The Switch came out. Everybody, that wanted to get a Switch could get a Switch. Graphics cards, I think, were still low. Everything was kind of smooth. Also, if I sound different, new microphone, baby. This is called the J-Lab Audio. I got it from Best Buy. I actually got it for $115. So it was a nice deal. I think I personally like it better than my Blue Snowball. If it sounds good, let me know. If it sounds bad, let me know. But yeah, nothing really to talk about in the gaming sphere, man. Like literally, lately I've been playing older games, like all the new games that are coming out. Like there's a couple new games, but dude, there's no big AAA hard hitters coming out. There's no new God of War. There's no new Dark Souls. There's nothing new coming out. Everything new already came out. And, because of COVID and stuff, literally everybody's been pushed back to like 2022. Like, during the summertime when there's no games out, like no new games out, that's literally going to be like the whole of this year. No new games out. Like the next new game to come out that, I have any interest in is, it's called like Over something. It's Outriders. Here it is. Outriders is the only game that I have any personal interest in. But there's nothing really coming out. And Outriders really only has my attention because it literally is just like, it's like it looks like it'll be a cooler version of Warframe, just third person shooter. How Godfall was like, it's like, so there's Warframe, right? Looter shooter, top tier looter shooter, free to play, stuff like that, right? And then below that, you got Godfall, which was apparently god awful. I'm not the first person to say that. So that one is like Warframe without guns, just swords, shields, and it looks super gorgeous. Like everything's made of gold. And then you got Outriders coming out, which is pretty much like a Destiny look. It looks like Destiny, honestly, but it's Warframe with just guns and powers and stuff. Like it literally kind of looks like Anthem and stuff like that. Like that's the only game I have any interest in. Like there's nothing coming out where I'm like, I gotta get that game. Honestly, and the only times I've ever been like that is whenever it's a Ubisoft game. Like every time there's something cool, it's Ubisoft that comes out with it, man. Like Assassin's Creed, Splinter Cell. When the Division first came out, I was excited for the Division. When I first saw Watch Dogs, I was excited for Watch Dogs. And there's literally like nothing really going on, man. And, out of all the genres, I think one of the only genres that I'm actually excited to see come back, if it does come back, will be stealth games. Like any game that claims you can do it your way. I usually go the stealth route unless the stealth is like super uninteresting. Like if you can't, if you don't get rewarded for ghosting through the level, I'm not really interested. Like when it's better to just, Panther style for those who played Splinter Cell Blacklist. If you take out the enemy without anyone knowing, if you're more rewarded to do that than just sneak by and just like leave the guards how they are, there's almost like no reason for me to want to even play your stealth game. So if there's any more stealth games coming out, or if you know some like hidden gem stealth games, because your boy just got a gaming PC. So if you got some cool little stealth games for the game for Steam, let me know. There's been a lot of Steam games I've been wanting to play, and now that I can, I just might start doing that. Also, be prepared for some cool ass like realistic shooter gameplay if I actually do go down that rabbit hole, because I'm a little scared to leave console gaming because I know how awesome PC gaming sounds, but I hate PC gamers piss me off, man. You guys really do. Like, you guys got everything and you guys just brag about it. I hate that shit with a passion, man. I hate it. So, I don't want to be, because I know I will. If I start PC gaming, I'm going to be a dickhead. I'm going to be like, oh yeah, my GTX is better than your fucking little Xbox. Look at all these games I got, and it's just like, I don't want to dive down that hole. And I enjoy console gaming. Like, it's pretty dope. I don't know why. I just always like console gaming, and I just don't want to dive down that hole of having to constantly upgrade my PC to the next level. Like, that's one of the big things about console gaming that I love is if I get a disc, once I put it in that PlayStation, I know it's gonna work unless it's Cyberpunk. But that's another story. But yeah, that's literally it, man. Like this podcast, this episode is probably gonna be the shortest. I wanted it to last about 20 minutes, but I honestly probably won't get that far just being myself. That's why I like when Knowledge is here, because I can always bounce ideas off his old ass. And he always has something about, oh, back when I was growing up in 1982, man, I tell you, man, this PlayStation 1 game, oh, this NES game with his old ass. You know what I'm saying? So it's always nice to bounce stuff off of him. And he tells me about something back in 1934. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on the future, man. I'm waiting on like Neuralink to come out for the for people that want to do that. Deep fakes are here, and they're looking kind of creepy, and they're getting creepier and creepier every day. Like, there's really nothing. There's nothing going on, at least in my world. If there's something going on, let me know. There's a lot of bad stuff going around the world, but there's nothing for me to talk about. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to have a good time. And there's nothing really to have a good time with at the moment anyway. So, I don't know. How are you guys doing? Are you guys doing good, So, I guess I could really talk about what I've been playing recently and what I've enjoyed. I picked up Demons. I've picked up Demon Souls, which I've beaten in the past. And I was playing a little bit of it on stream yesterday, and I was enjoying it. I didn't get far in it because I'm waiting on Knowledge to send me an Elgato 4K capture for it so I can record it and put it on Gamers World Playground. So, I just was playing around with it. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like it. It looks a lot better, but honestly, it's just Demon Souls. Like, it's literally just a remake. All the glitches still work. Everything still works. It's just like, whatever. So, but I'm excited to go through that. Recently, been playing a lot of Battlefield 4, like a lot of Battlefield 4. I really love modern military shooters. I heard Battlefield 6 got some type of announcement. Payday 3 got an announcement, but it was literally just a photo of what it looked like in New York. So, there's that. If the Payday gang's in New York, they're gonna have a lot more cops coming after them than when they were in DC. I'll tell you that much. But hey, more cops, bigger score. You know what I'm saying? So when Payday 3 gets announced, that's one thing I'm excited for, is like sequels to games I already play. I'm excited for Payday 3. I'm excited for Bloodborne 2. I'm waiting for all these sequels to these great games, but there's nothing new that I'm like, oh, I gotta play that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Destiny 3 gets announced, that's gonna be exciting. When Warframe 2 gets announced, that's gonna be exciting. Battlefield 6, I saw a picture of. I'm not sure if that was a legit picture or if that was like a fan made. But it looked like they had some drones and stuff like that. And, drones are here, but I'm not a big fan of futuristic games. The future is coming and stuff like that. So eventually I guess I'm going to be into past warfare, past being 2004, the invasion of Iraq and stuff like that. Like, I guess I'm going to be one of those people that say they like old school shooters in like 20, 30 years from now, because definitely technology is moving. So, more games are going to have drones and stuff like that. Eventually, there's going to be more robots and stuff. in the shooting games as more robots go into actual warfare. A game I've really been interested about is 6 Days in Fallujah. I really got it's always going to get attacked, regardless if it's from the right wing or left wing. Like back in the day, it was the right wing always complaining about shit, and now they're complaining. They're not complaining about 6 Days in Fallujah, and now it's the left wing complaining about 6 Days in Fallujah. And they complain. They're complaining about different things, but it's still bullshit complaints. Because at the end of the day, these are video games. They're not real, and the people you're upset about dying in these video games could give less than two shits about what's going on here in America. So, regardless of the fact, it's nothing. It's just a video game. I can't wait for it because I'm into modern shooters. But, that's going to be a little bit more in the past. But, like, Red Dot, holographic sights, M4 Alpha 2, Alpha 3, M16 Alpha 3, all these modern past-ish weapons, I'm excited to use. The ballistics, something where it's like die in 2 shots. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to either laser you to death, or I don't have to worry about not killing you because I have a freaking M1 Grand. And it takes like 2-3 shots to kill you. I don't know what I'm talking about, honestly. I want my guns to go and you die. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I want in my modern games, my military shooter-ish games. I want to have more team play. Like, honestly, I should download Arma 3 on Steam and play Arma 3. Because that's what I'm looking for. But I want it to be on console. I don't know why. I just want it to be on console. Like, I don't know why. I think I just like consoles more than PC gaming. Even though I haven't given PC gaming a fair shake. Because I used to play MMOs. I played World of Warcraft a couple times at a friend's house. But I played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons online. Like, I used to love Dungeons and Dragons online. I used to play it on a little laptop. And I will, like, put it on my chest. And it freaking gets super, super hot. And it will burn. But I'd still be playing the heck out of Dungeons and Dragons online. So, I don't know. I guess I'm going to name this episode PC versus console gaming. Just because why not? It'll get clicks. But I don't know. In all honesty, gaming is just gaming. It's fun. It's enjoyable. I'm grateful to have it as a job. And I can't wait for like stuff to open up so I can go to like conventions and stuff like that. But honestly, there's nothing coming out, so we're honestly just waiting on like DLCs and stuff like that at this point. Actually, would that be a good idea to bring out DLCs for old games? Like, they stopped production on these games, right? They stopped the updates and stuff like that. But what if they did go back and update, say, Battlefield 3 for the PC players, or even, hell, the fucking console players on PS3, if they updated Battlefield 3, I think it was 2018 was like the year of the remasters when like Last of Us Remastered came out, Spyro Remaster, Crash Remaster. Like, when all these remasters were coming out, I was hoping for Bad Company 2 Remaster or Battlefield 3 Remaster. Do you guys think they should just come out with more remasters? I mean, honestly, there's nothing going on. So if they were to reuse some code and then just make the graphics more prettier, that's not very cost effective, and it shouldn't take that much time, honestly, for them to do something like that. Or if they brought back, other games and added DLC, it's something unheard of. Like, imagine Mass Effect 3 getting an update for DLC. Like, what? Like, that's mind-boggling. Like, I can't even think of that. But if it was to happen, I think it would be awesome. Honestly, it'd probably just be a waste of money. But it's good for the consumer. That's all I got to say on it. Honestly, I think that's everything on my head when it comes down to it. Like I said, Knowledge couldn't make it this week. But next week, I will have him on here. I will hound his ass to get on here to help make the podcast better. But if he's not, well, I will continue it anyway because the show must go on. It's your boy, Mystery Mr. R. Comment, rate, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace.